We're at Union City BART, it's 7 a.m. and we gotta go. So right over there is my first bus of the day. Union City Transit number 1 back there. I'll get this challenge started.
So then, our trip starts on Union City Transit as we travel between its two most important nodes. Now they are a small operator, but they punch way above their weight, with pretty frequent service and a schedule that is timed to BART.
Alright, Union Landing. It's starting to get a little brighter out, but it is still really cold. It's like 6 degrees Celsius, which is something 40s Fahrenheit. Now I gotta get back to BART, but this time we'll do it on AC 97. Gotta find where the stop is. You know I haven't had breakfast yet.
So we're going back on Alvarado Niles Road, and when combined with Union City Transit, this road becomes a very frequent bus corridor. Now one thing that is very clear is that AC Transit's quality drops off a lot the further you get from Oakland and Berkeley, especially once you get south of San Leandro. It's quite a shame, really.
Alright, so we got good news and bad news. The bad news is I missed the green line to Berryessa, which would have gotten me on time for the VTA light rail connection at Milpitas. But the good news is we can just get the next Berryessa train, and that will instead take us all the way to Berryessa. We can do that, and then do Rapid 500 to Diridon.
So we're finally leaving Union City as we head south on the BART Orange Line down to Berryessa. And then from there, we'll wait a bit for the VTA 500 bus that will get us nice and quickly to Diridon Caltrain station. To clarify the rules of this challenge, we can ride the same operator multiple times, but we can only count it once. And also, 2 distinct service types from the same operator can only be counted once. For example, Muni Bus and Muni Metro are both still Muni, so we can't count them twice. Anyway, here we are at Berryessa. Let's get down to the bus bays.
Let's go get the 500. Don't want to miss my Caltrain.
Yeah, about that.
Why aren't those buses moving? It's 2 minutes after it's supposed to leave. There's 2 buses there. None of them come.
Eventually, 8 minutes after the bus was supposed to first leave, it finally did. And now all I could do was sit and hope that we were on time for the Caltrain connection. It was a pretty nerve-wracking ride down to Diridon. And ultimately, in the end, just as we pulled into Diridon station parking lot, I saw my train leaving.
So the train I wanted was at 8:42. Right now it is 8:44. And all because of the delay out of Berryessa, I missed my train. Fortunately, there's a departure pretty soon, but it is a local, not a limited, so it's gonna make things harder.
Sadly, a slower Caltrain than I would have liked, but it will still get us to Millbrae all the same, and from there we can hop onto the Samtrans ECR to San Bruno BART.
One hour later.
Let's go where our next operator is going to operator number 6 is gonna be, oh my god, Samtrans? I'm so happy for her.
The ECR, as the name implies, travels down El Camino Real from Daly City Bar to Palo Alto. While it is fairly frequent at every 15 minutes, it is also painfully slow, with a lot of stops and no rapid option. So I got off at San Bruno, even though I could have continued a little bit further. I just wanted to get to the ferry building as fast as possible, because I had a ferry connection to make.
Now moving out. Embarcadero.
I think if I'd stayed on the ECR, I probably would be getting off right now-ish. And I'm already at the ferry building now. That was such a good decision.
Now there are a lot of options from the ferry building, but this one to Larkspur is pretty frequent and also connects to a lot of transit on the other end, which makes it perfect for a challenge like this. Sadly though, the ferry would leave a few minutes behind schedule. Once again, I was in a position where all I could do was hope that we would make it on time for my connection on the other end. Now this smart connection is especially difficult because if I were to miss it, the next smart train doesn't show up for another 2 hours and I'd have to completely rethink my route planning.
Not an easy connection. I have done it before, but it does take a while. So who knows if I'll make it. Just wish the ramp could go down that way. Now I gotta make a bit of a longer loop. Is there a way? There's a way. Yeah, there is a way, just about. Okay, I think we're good.
Just the 2 stops on Smart to Marin Civic Center, and from there we'll get on a Marin Transit bus down to San Rafael. Now Smart is probably the Bay Area's quirkiest rail service, and believe me, it's got some stiff competition on that front. Despite being DMUs, the trains themselves are pretty nice, featuring power ports and tables, things that BART cannot offer.
Alright, so this is such a dodgy station. It's like right above a highway. The track is like right there. It's a single platform. And I'm supposed to get to a nearby bus connection on Marin Transit to take off mode number 9. The only question is, how do I get to like any civilization? This is supposed to be the Civic Center, right? Where's the Civic? Right, we're at the bus stop. Pretty simple, but at least it's got a bench and another bench. That makes it better than a lot of AC Transit bus stops in downtown Berkeley already.
So then, just a quick hop on Marin Transit bus number 35 that would get me to my next destination, which is...
Okay, here we are, San Rafael. I hate saying San Rafael, honestly. San Rafael, I don't know, it doesn't really matter. Transit Center. At the next platform, my next bus is gonna be a Golden Gate Transit bus to San Francisco, whichever one shows up first.
Now I didn't know at the time, but what I did right now was a huge mistake, getting bus number 130, not 101. Because 130, despite coming first, takes a much longer route to San Francisco, and the 101 actually overtakes it. One thing we see here on this route is these sort of bus stops on highway slip lanes, which I found really weird at first. People were actually getting on and off at them, so I can't really complain. We then passed through Sausalito, aka the Tourist Express, and then got back onto the highway just in time to cross the titular Golden Gate Bridge. My first time ever crossing it on a transit bus.
Alright, at long last, we are back in San Francisco. That Golden Gate Transit bus ride took way too long. I really should have gotten the 101, not the 130. Oh god, what happened to that bus indicator? Look at it. But anyway, as you can see there, that's 49. Indeed, we are at the Van Ness BRT line that Golden Gate Transit buses can also use, but that's not what we're getting. I'm going to be getting the 45 instead, which will be here in 4 minutes.
So then, here we are in Uni's Bus 45, passing through North Beach and Chinatown on the way towards Powell BART Station.
Alright, it is 3:54, it's almost 4 p.m., 9 hours ago we started this, and hopefully in less than an hour we will finish it. 2 more buses, and one of them is right here at Dublin. And the bus that we're getting today is the 70X. It's an absolutely legendary bus here in the Bay. It links up the Antioch and Dublin BART branches. And it was a bus that I considered using when I did my BART speedrun. In the end, I didn't end up using it, but it serves a very useful purpose. Sadly, though, it only has 4 trips a day. 2 in the morning, 2 in the evening. And now, here at 4 p.m., it's the first of the evening trips that we're gonna get.
Now this bus does go all the way to Pleasant Hill BART, but we'll get off one stop early at Walnut Creek BART and close up the gap using County Connection. As we made our way through the beautiful transit community around Dublin BART Station, we got onto Highway 680. And there's something quite joyous about speeding down a highway on a bus in the carpool lane while all around you is bumper-to-bumper traffic. And highway buses like this have so much potential in the US. I'm hoping to see more like it. Now this area is a little bit strody, but to give Walnut Creek and Pleasant Hill some credit, they have a lot of TOD around the BART stations, which is something that a lot of places on BART cannot say. And just like that, the challenge is complete. We have ridden 12 different operators around the Bay Area in under 12 hours. Quite a whirlwind tour of the Bay if I say so myself. And that's pretty much it. I will see you in the next one.